Good afternoon, everybody. This is Coffee Talk with Business Catalyst Consulting.
Ooh, our first one.
Episode 1.
Brandis, Jamie, Danielle. Okay, so we have a couple of topics that we want to discuss with you all today. I'm going to go ahead and let the princess here start. And I will probably make a lot of people upset if I keep calling her princess, at least her close family. So, Brandis, would you like to start with our coffee talk topics?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in trouble when you call me Brandis. It makes me really uncomfortable.
I agree.
I don't know. Does everybody feel like they're in trouble when they get called by their first name, or just this one here?
I think so. Absolutely. If you were to call me Jamie, I'd be like, oh, shit's getting real.
Yeah, and then if you threw a middle name in there, I'd
Yeah.
just start crying.
Yeah.
I did something really
Unless
wrong
it's
then.
Danielle, because her middle name makes it even better.
That's
Oh my
another
gosh.
coffee talk.
Yeah, cop chat for another time.
Yep. So today we're talking about a lot of the funny moments that happen in our office. If you have had the luxury of spending any time here, you know that just things happen and they're funny and we just embrace them. So the first thing on my list of funny things is the first day Jamie and I went to Common Roast Coffee. That's not the name of it.
What's it called? Common Room
Roasters.
She's already getting flustered, folks.
I'm thinking about him. Anyway, so we met the most beautiful barista.
He was like
That
an
I've
angel.
seen.
I agree.
Yeah, he had a
Like an
natural
angel.
twinkle in his eye, and his skin glowed.
He had an aura around him. It
Definitely.
rendered us speechless.
Yep, literally. So we ordered some golden milk lattes that didn't have coffee, first of all.
So is that even a latte? Can we side note on that? Not that I'm gonna complain or call anybody out, but it's not a fucking latte.
No, yeah, they should take that.
When the
word off.
intention was to go get coffee,
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely needed a pick-me-up, and we searched far
We
and
got-
wide for turmeric.
We got one, but it wasn't caffeinated.
Yeah.
was it in liquid form?
Yeah. Well.
I mean, it was, because it was milk.
No, your pick-me-up wasn't. It was
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Anyway, so this man,
Angel.
Yeah, well,
we don't know his name yet. He didn't have a name tag on, but
Maybe
I
that's
obviously
when people
didn't
started
ask
stalking
him. He probably has a fan base. So Jamie and I ordered, and he started talking to us, and I don't think that we listened. I think we blacked out for sure.
I feel like I lost some time when I was there. I lost
Yeah.
some time.
Well, we were there for an hour, and it didn't feel like that. Like, it was crazy. But he asked us, like, if we lived in the area or if we worked around here. Silence. We couldn't speak at all. And we finally got out of there, thank God, because, gosh, it was tough. But we went back the next day with Danielle.
I experienced it.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the twinkle in his eye?
Yes, I did. I think I wasn't sure what to expect. And when I walked in, there were two people behind
I forgot about that.
behind the counter. In the first one, did not have an Australian accent. And then I did not expect the second one to speak so lovely. But he did, and that was who they were referring to, and it was quite nice. And then I had the two mutes behind me that could speak, so it was really hard to engage in a conversation until we ordered.
Yeah, I did speak a little bit, but I couldn't make direct eye contact or else I lost my train of thought.
She even took the wrong coffee because she was confused.
She like stroked my coffee. She was like this, like, is this mine? And like we lost it for a moment there. And I was like, can I have that?
Yeah, and I didn't get any more work done the rest
We
of the
do
day.
need to do a coffee talk on how we lose her for the day because
Yeah.
it's starting to become a big deal.
The list
Big
is
deal.
growing.
Yeah.
It's a consistent problem.
I still get my stuff done though. Anyways, I went back the next day, 3 days in a row here, in the morning, and he wasn't there. And it was supposed to be a really happy Friday. And then it wasn't. So
I'm sorry. We're still trying to move on from that moment, I think.
I feel like this is training ground.
Mhm.
This is like training day, training week, maybe it's training month, just, getting you ready for the next big angel eyes that comes into your life so that you can make sure that you are readily prepared to have a conversation, with meaning and words and expressions and direct eye contact.
Maybe I'll learn someone's name.
Step one.
And when she talks about losing her, this is where my funny moment comes in. So she was wearing like this enormous parka for the day. Like
it was really cold.
Like the polar vortex was outside. It was actually like just a hair below 60 degrees. So she's wearing this huge puffer jacket, and in our office there's this invisible stair that takes a lot of lives.
Well, it's invisible to one person in the office.
Yeah, I've never tripped on it, but so Brandis is walking.
You're a little clumsy. They don't call me Brandis Klutzbeck for nothing.
I didn't even know that. So Brandis walks in. This is the step, and just poof, eats it. But here's the elegance in what happened. It was silent. Not a word was uttered. And if you weren't watching, you didn't know that she hit the ground.
Face first.
Yeah, so she face planted and kind of rolled and kind of eloquently and very elegantly just took the fall. And we all started laughing so hard, but you would have known it happened if you didn't watch it.
Thank God for padding and puffiness.
Yeah.
Might have saved her.
Yeah. You're gonna have to insert a clip of that.
Oh,
And it was more like, let me hold
Yeah.
straight
I had
down.
bruised knees.
It was like a clinic on how to fall gracefully, so
I
that
see,
the least amount of people and attract the least amount of attention.
I fall a lot, so I've managed to do it without drawing a lot of attention. That's why I don't scream anymore. I just accept it and I just go down. And I get right back up most of the time. Kind of stalled on this one.
Fall down 7 times.
Get back up 8.
That's right.
Oh,
Denzel.
Switch it into something that's motivational.
Everything's motivational.
Kids can learn from this.
That's
I like
right.
that.
So we have been doing a lot of like life hacks, quotes, and most of the time these two are really good at it. But it's been brought to my attention a lot of things that I say are inappropriate, which they're not meant to be, but these two take it in a direction that goes,
I am so
I think that
offended.
is not true. And honestly, like you say, we're really good at it. You're probably the best. We just can't post any of them.
We learned from the master. We just
I beg to differ, but I'll be nice. So my topic of conversation actually just happened last night, and it didn't happen in the office. But I went to go get my taxes done, and it's that time of the year, which it kind of has like a little bit of doom and gloom over it. 4.5 hours for just an interview, and I love my tax guy. I think he's just a wonderful man, and he's popped back into our lives after being absent for a year, so we had a lot to catch up on. But he has a couple Chihuahuas. And I didn't know, but they're the same collection of dogs, same collection of Chihuahuas that he's had for very many years. And so he had one in his office, and it was 15 and a half. I didn't even know dogs lived that long. And to all the dog fans out there and dog lovers, like, I apologize if this story offends you. I had dogs growing up. I have nothing against them. I just don't have them.
You mean no ill will.
Full
Yeah.
disclosure.
Full disclosure. So it obviously looked really old. It had gray hair. Like, it kind of walked feebly. Looked like whatever. I guess that's what happens when you're 15 and you're a dog. I don't know. So
Did he walk like he was drunk? Is that like
a
the only
stiff.
accurate representation?
yeah, like like when you're
I can
sore
picture that.
and you get up from the chair and you're like, oh, that was my back. That was dog. I was like, oh gosh, she's a little stiff. I can relate. After leg day.
Yeah.
It happens. So, somewhere in that 4.5 hours, I had to use the restroom, and so I asked David, hey, can I use the restroom? He says, yes, I probably should take my dog out too. That's great. So David takes his dog out. I come back in, continue making some notes. David comes in, the dog's on the leash, walking behind him, and all of a sudden, you hear this dog start to yelp and lay down, and David is at this point starting to freak out, like, it's okay. And the dog looks like it's going into like a seizure, like it's starting to extend its body and like roll over on its back, and then it had this immense painful cry yelp that I've never even heard before. The dog never made a sound. I actually didn't even know it was there until I had to use the restroom.
Can you make the sound first?
Yeah, can we get like a little?
I don't even know.
You
I
did
will
that
at some point.
earlier.
Like a it would sound like a seal. I don't know. But it was still Chihuahua, so it wasn't like, it was a very soft, like a cry for help. And David runs over, picks up the dog. It's like, it's okay, starts petting it. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, is it having a seizure? Is it dying in David's arms? Is my tax appointment over with? Like, I really want to get this shit done with.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I have to eat every 4 hours. Like, I'm approaching that mark. I haven't had any liquid. Like, shit, it's about ready to go down. It was a bad moment for me. I had really bad thoughts in my head. But I was like, okay, like, if something's gonna happen, like, let's get on with it. Like, I like, either let me go, release me, please, or like, pet him and let's get busy. And I love David, so I was generally concerned, like, he was obviously upset by this. So David's eyes started to like kind of well up, and I'm like, David, what's wrong? What's wrong with the dog? He says, well, he's got a heart condition, and he just had a heart attack. Is it because is he hearing the information you're about to tell me on my taxes? Is he like taking my pain? Like, what's going on here? Like, why is he having a heart attack? Like, and how did you even know that little yelp, and when you roll over on your back is a heart attack? Like, whoa. So he proceeds to tell me that this is the dog's 6th heart attack. And I was like, dude, you're more like a cat. You got 9 lives. Like, keep going. But we better figure out when that point is coming, because I don't want to see David ever like that again. So he's on heart medication. Good to know. David calmed him down. He was good for the rest of the night, and the heart attack didn't kill him. So I feel like, even though it took 4.5 hours, that we're going to have a successful result when it comes to actually processing our taxes. And he promised me he'd only charge me for 2 hours of our meeting and not 4.5. So I feel
that's
like
a win.
I'm winning. Dog lived, I'm winning, David's good.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah, so this just
Dog might
makes
not be happy.
this makes me think. So, okay, God forbid that the dog passes, and he wants to have a big, like, what if he wants to have a big funeral for the dog? A, do you attend? Or B, is it complete bullshit?
I feel obligated.
Like catered service.
I would feel obligated to attend.
Because you were there.
I was there.
Right.
It took up some of our time. He's not charging me for it, so I would definitely feel obligated
And
as a client and a friend.
You witnessed the last moments of this little guy's life.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like maybe would you give the eulogy?
I don't think I would go that far, but I did offer to pet the dog while David went to the bathroom.
Hello, that's why you got the discount.
Because clearly the dog was upset and David had to go to the bathroom, and I could not handle anything other than David leaving and going to the bathroom. So I was like, let me pet the dog and calm him down. He's like, no, he'll be fine. So I feel like, I would go to the service. I think they actually really have that stuff, because there's a pet cemetery on Beach Boulevard.
There
and
is.
That cemetery has more flowers than Good Shepherd across the street. Just saying. Kind
It's kind of
of
true.
unsettling.
Passes every day.
Yeah.
So, speaking of animals, can we all just acknowledge that animals talking is always fucking funny? Like, it's never, ever.
Animals talking. The lobster.
Oh, it's never gonna not be funny. Okay.
She's fallen one too many times.
She's had a little trouble today, folks. So there was a commercial on at the
I got
Oscars.
nothing. They're right.
It was a Geico commercial.
Yes.
It was the funniest commercial I've seen in a while. My kids absolutely thought I was crazy, but I laughed so hard that I cried. It was so funny. So it was the commercial with the lobsters in the hot tub.
He's just chilling in the corner.
Yeah, like living his best lobster
Oh,
life.
that's a jet. That's a jet right there.
It's so funny, and he was talking, and I'm not even gonna go through the whole commercial, but the chef comes out and he goes, oh, and dips under the water, and then he pops back up and he's like, I hate that guy. Like,
We'll put a link in there.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the funniest commercial I've ever seen. Like,
It was so funny.
It was so funny.
So this was all during the Grammys, which is a
Definitely
whole,
the Academy Awards.
Oscars, whatever. I'm sorry. I
They're
apologize.
very different.
I know. I apologize. Well, I was thinking Lady Gaga. So
Yeah.
like
You
obviously
got
my
distracted by the
That's
that's
a fair
not my
connection.
wheelhouse. I'm
by
sorry.
the dry humping that happened.
Oscars. But they were watching it real time. I was a little behind. And when that commercial came on, there was a text message that went back and forth. And the words that were chosen to be put in a text message from this one, I knew that she was still cracking up when she was texting. Quite possibly to the point where she might pee her pants.
A
That's
little.
how funny it was at the moment in time. It was hilarious.
It was great.
I was the only one laughing at it in my house. Like, my mom
Me
did
too.
not think it was funny.
My 3-year-old said, "Hey, mommy, what's wrong? Why are you crying?" The guy laughed so hard that I cried, and he totally didn't get it. I was like, "The lobster! Oh my gosh!" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Whatever."
He's like, no, like, he doesn't, the
Oh.
chef is gonna cook it.
Yeah, trying to rationalize with a 3-year-old is like not easy to do.
Oh my gosh.
So is that Coffee Talk episode 1?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So episode 2. We might talk more about this one because there's a lot of funny stories around just this one.
And there's take life by the horns. And
So
go
much
with it.
funny stuff that happens that we kind of need to make sure that the world knows about it. And we'll be talking about real-time things, about what's trending, and current events, and stuff that we just think is funny and ridiculous. So if you have any suggestions, put them below in the comments.
Mhm.
Just FYI, we're all up on the Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga and the Jordan Woods
Mhm.
and T-shirts as dresses.
T-shirts as dresses.
That's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
I
Stop
also,
is the message.
I just want to like interject with this though. This one knew like about a month ago what was going on with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. We would get text messages of different videos of them, and she would say, "There's something deeper there. There is."
I feel it.
I think we actually like stopped working and had like a full-on hour-long conversation
We did.
about whether or not it was happening. What does his girlfriend think about it?
Mhm.
Like she kind of had the exclusive early on.
Yes. So I'm just side note, but watch the Lady Gaga in Vegas where she pulls Bradley Cooper up on stage.
Oh, the YouTube video.
Yeah, that's where I kind of that's where I saw the connection.
Yeah.
That's where it all
So I
started.
can kudos to them. If it's just a friendship, I mean, I have guy friends. Kudos.
I don't have any guy friends like that.
Well, my guy friends aren't like that either. But at one point,
Way to clarify.
yeah.
Sorry, it's okay. I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
Still on
alive.
track.
That was a semi, but that's okay. I'm alive. So there was one point that when they were sitting at the piano, that there could have been a total makeout session.
Here's
even my husband
let's
called
do the
it.
reenactment. You play,
Oh
and this
gosh.
is them. It was like that.
Yeah,
it
don't
was
get
that
to look at
close.
each other.
Oh,
yeah.
longingly.
We can't even keep a straight face.
No.
They were even closer, and then she
Yeah.
laid on them.
Butterfly kisses
Yeah.
happened. It's a
Oh.
real thing. Mhm.
It's not just a bedtime prayer.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a wrap.
What's this?
That means like either dehydrated, you need a little potassium. What's
Oh.
going on?
Okay. So I get to eat again.
It means you should not drink more coffee.